The Clemson Tigers put up a dominating win over Appalachian State University, 66-20. Whatever chip Clemson had on their shoulder, whatever statement they were trying to make, they made. And very early on, the first quarter, they put up 35 points, which made program history. Appalachian State also made history, as this is the worst loss that they have taken in their program history. And although there were superstars, as we know, and Phil Maffa and Bryant Wesco Jr., the real star today is quarterback Cade Klubnik. He was near perfect, 24 out of 26 for 378 yards for a total of 5 touchdowns. He definitely set the tone. He definitely is the clear leader on this team, but as he should be. I know a lot of people are saying App State plays in the Sun Belt Conference. Clemson should have beat them, and you are absolutely right. They should have beat them, and they have a lot of competition in the ACC. Georgia Tech is looking really good. Syracuse is looking good, and a plethora of other teams are looking really, really good in this conference. So they definitely have their competition set out for them. This game should be a confidence booster for them with the way that they lost to Georgia last week, but they will celebrate tonight as it is a win. They did win in front of a sold-out crowd. As I said in my preview, this was their reunion game as well as their first responders day. So a lot of celebration was going on here today. It was also great to see the legend Emmitt Smith in the building today representing for the Tigers. Lots of history, lots of rich culture that comes from this team. A lot of critics were saying that Clemson needs to hang it up. Clemson's not going to make the playoffs, but I don't think that that is the statement that we should be saying right now. I don't think that's the sentiment that we should be having or giving or even receiving from this team. There's a lot of gas left in the tank. And as we learned from the last year's Clemson team, they may start off a little bit slow, but once they get going, they're near unstoppable. And they are playing some great football. They showed us today just what they have, not only in their first string, but their second and their third. So they have a lot of options. They have a lot of weapons that we need to be opening our eyes and paying attention to. As always, it's great to play in Death Valley under the lights, super exciting. And I said magical things could happen. And the magical thing was that Clemson pulled out a win. They will celebrate tonight and probably on for the next few days. It's the weekend, of course, but they will get back to business as they are going to be facing NC State September 21st. So they have a little bit of time to really regather, recoup, look at the film to see where could they get close to perfection. They played a lot of complimentary football, playing a full 4 quarters of football. So they should be really proud of the execution that they put out on the field today. And I really think that that was part of the statement of what they made. Can they execute? Can the defense step up and stop the power runs, stop the rushes and the receiving yards from the other team? And that they did. App State has a lot of promise as well. I do want to give them credit for putting up 20 points, especially going 35-0 in the first quarter. They have some players and some key highlights that they should be looking at for their team. I definitely think they're going to make a run within the Sun Belt. They just were no competition for the Tigers tonight. As always, this is Pretty Girl Des with Pretty Girls Love Sports. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing at PG Love Sports on all social media platforms. Thank you so much, and I'll see y'all next game. Bye.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, 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 pretty. Baby girl.